All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news. Look, we are not going to be dwelling on that match that we had last night. That is, if you've missed my review, check out my review. That's the latest video that's out there. I'm not going to spend time talking about that match and talking about the players, this, that, the other. Long season, bad season, nightmare season. One more match to go, and we can all wrap up this particular season. But meanwhile, now we get excited about the transfer window. We get excited about players who are going to leave. We get excited about potential players that are going to come into our football club and hopefully make our club a lot better. And of course, we're going to talk about our own players, whether they be on loan or whether they're existing players. We're going to talk about all of that. Basically, whatever is up in the news at the moment, that's what we're going to talk about. Three particular topics that I really want to talk about today is, first of all, obviously, Manuel Ugarte. The links, there's genuine links. Chelsea are linked with Ugarte. This is fantastic, and it's coming from Fabrizio Romano. So I've been waiting for this link to happen and from a proper source, and now we're getting that with Fabrizio. Fantastic news, man. I'm so glad that we're linked with this particular player. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's betting breaches. This guy is probably over. Like, seriously, this is what I was worried about. This is exactly what I was worried about. As a proper gambling addiction, we'll talk about that. Whole heap of information coming out. Nathan is saying, Miz, what videos will you be doing when the season ends? Plenty, man, plenty. Look, on a regular basis, live stream, talking about the transfer news. Lots of players are going to be going out, hopefully before June 30th. So there's going to be a whole heap of conversations about that. We're going to be linked to players that are going to come into the football club. We need a defensive midfielder. We need potentially a striker. We're probably going to be looking at a goalkeeper. So there's going to be a whole heap of that. And then obviously we'll do the season review, player reviews, whole heap of all of that we'll get into. So lots to look out for once the season is over. I think it's going to be a cracking summer window. And last but not least, we will talk about Levi Colwill. I mean, obviously you guys would have heard my opinion in my review that I did last night, post-match. Because that's when the issue started. And also you guys probably would have watched All You Can Eat Chelsea not that long ago, where I gave my opinion on that matter. But I want to spend on my stream, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, because there's a lot of people that are hating on Levi Colwill at the moment. I really want to understand your point of view, and this is the other side of the coin, right? So we're going to get together and then explore all avenues. Big up to each and every one of you guys. 100 people live after 3.5 minutes. President Jafar, good to see you. Yaya Torore, Elias Said, Rashid 10, Mohammed Dek, Kevin S, Zach, Andrew, Nathan. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for joining. Smash the like button. As soon as you come through, please absolutely destroy the like button. Get those likes up. I test DM, good to see you, my man. Ryan, good to see you as well. Smash the like button. Pump those likes up to 100. Look, let's try and get to 23,000. We're about, I think, 600 away. So let's try and do that. Let's get to 23,000 and then progress as much as we can. So subscribe, and like as well. Okay. Let's get on with the news. First up, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you guys about Ivan Toney. Some of you guys are excited about Ivan Toney. Still probably would prefer Ivan Toney, obviously before the betting scandal and the judgment that has happened. the verdict that has happened on Ivan Toney. A lot of guys preferred Ivan Toney. I think off the back of this, I reckon majority of you guys will now turn away from this player, and we're probably going to have to look elsewhere. Unless otherwise, I would love to see what you guys have to say in the live chat. But first, let's have a look at the breaking news in regards to Ivan Toney. FA release reasons for Ivan Toney's betting breaches. Made 16 bets on his team to win 15 different games. This guy is betting on his own team to win on 15 different games. Fantastic, betting to win. Bet 13 times on his own team to lose in seven different matches. I mean, incredible. Did not play in any of these matches as well. So bet 13 times on his own team to lose in 7 different matches. Did not play in any of these matches as well. So he's betting against his team when he's not playing. It's mad, man. This is what I said to you guys. He's a very good footballer. I'm concerned about his extra activities. Do you know what I mean? Extracurricular activities outside of football. And then I think off the back of this, he comes out on social media and says, I'm going to be speaking the truth, no filter. I'm going to showcase that to you guys very soon. He's also been diagnosed with a gambling addiction. This is huge. He's also been diagnosed with a gambling addiction. This is what has been laid on him by FA. These are serious charges. I can't believe he only got 8 months. It should have been probably at least a year, maybe even a couple of years. The fact that he only got 8 months, wow, he kind of got away with it a little bit. Ivan Toney, and then he comes out on social media and he says, I'll speak soon with no filter. See, my brother, better you don't speak. Sometimes is better. See, this is why I'm a bit weary about this guy, because I feel like he will just bring attention to himself. He really will. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Let's see what you guys have to say. Nathan is saying Toney is a drama queen. Yeah. Mish is saying addiction is a serious thing. He should get help. Of course, 100%, man. 100%. Alec is saying, EKIC, yes, from what I have heard, that is the case, but money talks, though. Yeah, elaborate on that, my man. What do you mean by money talks? Milo is saying he's very stupid, to be honest. You're in the form of your life and could have warranted a huge contract or move to big club. He's messing up. 100% he's messing up. Spot on, Milo. You got the world in the palm of your hand. You're playing so well. You would have got a big move after Brentford. You 100% would have got a big move. And you're screwing it up for yourself. Absolutely screwing it up. I'll be very surprised if there's a club out there, big club out there that will take the risk on this particular player now. I'll be very surprised. We should not go for Toney. I don't think we should. I mean, the 8-month span is a bit too much anyway. He won't be available until January. And by the time he's available, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would go with that. If he's an addict, then we need to keep him away at all costs. Yeah, imagine he started. Look, addiction's a is a bad thing. It really is bad. Like, I'm going to share something with you guys. In my younger days, I believe it was 2002 World Cup onwards, the one in South Korea. That's when I had my first taste at gambling. And I kid you not, my young days, my teenage days till about early 20s, it was bad. Like, I was in massive debt. And luckily enough, like, I had family, friends that cared enough to get me out of that crazy mess. or else I would have been finished. Gambling addiction is no joke, man. It is no joke one bit. And when you're in that mess, you need help. You need help. And then it's very difficult to snap out of it. It takes time to snap out of it. I would have preferred Ivan Toney, but with all this BS, it's definitely going to affect the club in some way or the other. So no, thank you. Yeah, we don't need any more distractions. I mean, we are having a nightmare season, and then on top of that, all of this, I don't think so. I don't think so. President Jafar, only thing that saved him is that Southgate fancies him as an option. No, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, that's a little bit about Ivan Toney. Gambling addiction is real. I've seen it, man. It's bad. It's so bad. Like Bobby saying, Miz, which year you left Bangladesh? I left Bangladesh when I was really young. 1993. But I went to United Arab Emirates first. I was 4 years in United Arab Emirates and then came to Australia in 1997. So yeah, sorry to hear that, Miz. Good thing it's all over. Yeah, man. Those were not good days, man. They were not good days. They were not good days. But you know that's part of my life. Do you know what I mean? And it's made me who I am now. So yeah, not everyone's life is all pretty roses and the glamour and glitz and whatnot. Yeah, like it was troubled times. It was troubled times. Corey, Miz definitely deserves more likes, guys. Come on. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come on. Smash the like button. All right. Let's move on to the next news. I wanted to share that with you guys with Ivan Toney. Now, the big one. This is the big news, ladies and gentlemen. Fabrizio Romano, 17 hours ago, he put this particular tweet out. Manuel Ugarte situation. Paris Saint-Germain have sent first bid to Sporting, but different payment terms than 60 million release clause. Not done yet. So PSG has already sent the first bid. They're in for this particular player. They want him. They want this particular player. But different payment terms than the 60 million release clause. 60 million euros is the release clause. Fantastic. It's not that much money. It's good, decent. For a good midfielder, and Ugarte is a very good midfielder, defensive midfielder, that's reasonable amount of money, reasonable amount of release clause. Then the second dot point, Chelsea are absolutely into the race. Ugarte is one of the names for the number 6 list, includes Caicedo as well. I want Chelsea Football Club, if you seriously want to do well next season and you want to bounce back from this shambolic season, I think we need both Caicedo and Ugarte. Get rid of all of these players. Get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Get rid of Conor Gallagher. If you have to get rid of Kovacic, get rid of Kovacic as well. Get rid of them. If Kovacic don't want to stick around, no problems. No problems at all. Let's get Ugarte and Caicedo. Mendes on it. This is what gives me hope. George Mendes. There's a lot of things that I don't like about our ownership. There's a lot of things that I don't like about our owners. But one thing that I do like is Todd Bowley's connection with George Mendes. Todd Bowley's connection with George Mendes can do a bit of madness for us. Todd Bowley's connection with George Mendes helped us with the Enzo Fernandez situation. George Mendes has his tentacles out in Portuguese football. He may not be direct agent for some of these players, but he's got a stranglehold of Portuguese league. Any big superstars that come out of Portuguese league, you best believe George Mendes, he's got a hand on him. And the fact that he's close friends with Todd Bowley, I'm hoping Manuel Ugarte becomes a Chelsea player. I hope that he doesn't think what is happening this season is what's going to happen next season. Next season, it's got to change. It has to change. We cannot have this level of season next season. We'll be finished. And I hope Ugarte is of the understanding that Chelsea will bounce back. We have to bounce back. And then off the back of this particular tweet, Fabrizio Romano then followed it up just moments ago, like maybe 3 hours ago. Chelsea are absolutely into the race as PSG. More to follow for Ugarte. So we're absolutely in the race. I love it. I love it. Let's see what you guys have to say in the live chat. Let me know. I'm all ready for this particular player. I've seen some matches of Sporting Lisbon in recent times, starting from that tie against Arsenal. And I did catch Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League as well, but especially from the Arsenal tie. From there on, I've been watching quite a bit of Sporting Lisbon. This guy, very, very good, man. Very combative. Very technical on the ball. He's got good passing range. And he does not shy away from a duel. He's got that dog in him, South American dog in him. Him and Enzo Fernandez, I honestly think will be a very, very good combination. Throw in Caicedo as well. Midfield trio. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Ugarte. Oof. Pochettino. You're going to love it. But you let me know what you guys are thinking about this. Ryan, big up to you, my man. Big up Miz. Ugarte is a very good option. Yeah, like reasonable price as well. Miz, remember, Compass also have good relationship with Mendes. Compass. You remember, Compass also... Who's Compass? Am I missing something? Who is Compass? Or you mean the PSG sporting director? Director of football, that's it. PSG director of football. Yeah. I get you. Campos, that's it. I was like, Campos. Who's Campos? Yeah, Campos. Yeah, yes. He's got good relationship as well. But apparently, Ugarte will prefer a Premier League move. Let me have a look at the latest news on Ugarte. Apparently, he will prefer Premier League move. Yeah, there you go. PYS 4 hours ago. Chelsea have gone for the same proposal as PSG. Ugarte prefers the Premier League, but salary proposal will be decisive. This is from Record Portugal. This is their biggest, outlet out there, most reliable source in Portugal, apparently. So Ugarte will prefer Premier League, but yeah, it'll come down to the pay package, obviously. And I don't know how much we're going to be able to give. I'm pretty sure PSG, whatever we give, they'll be able to match. They've got the money. According to Record this morning, Chelsea are pushing hard for Ugarte. According to Ebola this morning, Chelsea are crazy about Ugarte and are working hard to beat PSG, the battle line. There you go. It's on. Manuel Ugarte is very close to becoming a new Chelsea player on a 65 million contract for 6 years. His desire to play in the Premier League is getting closer. This is from that Bruno Fernandez's cousin. Something Fernandez. Franco Fernandez. Yeah. Must be some sort of a Portuguese journalist. But yeah, that's what's going on. Deshaun, thank you so much for the super chat. Midfield, Enzo, Ugarte, Caicedo, Santos, and Caicedo. I may be missing a few like Chuku. Crazy. Yeah, man. I don't mind it. I do not mind it one bit. I like it. Absolutely like it a lot. Eric, South American dog in the mid next season. Come on. And don't forget, South American coach as well with Pochettino, Argentinian background. Ugarte is more like Rice. That's not a bad thing, I don't think, anymore. We do have Enzo Fernandez is very good on the ball. I wouldn't mind having a player like Ugarte one bit. Firemaster absolutely hates me. Thanks for joining, my man. Eugene, we need a DM to free up Enzo. There you go. Give him 180K. Do you know what? Probably not that much. I mean, I don't really know how much he's on at Sporting. If someone knows how much he's on Sporting, let me know. But I don't think Sporting would be giving him exorbitant amount of money. So let's say, for instance, he's on 60K. Double that, 120K. Double that. 120, 130. Why not? Why not? Uruguayan source. Okay, he's Uruguayan source. Fair enough. Ugarte's agent is George Mendes. There you go. Interesting. I don't know how good this Ugarte is. Look, I've seen a handful of his matches. He seems very good. He seems very good. Yeah, definitely will stand up to the physicality of the league as well. Zach is saying, I have a feeling our midfield next season will be Caicedo, Enzo, and Ugarte and Kante as a rotation with Kani Santos. I love it. I love it, man. I love that combination. I truly do. Aman, thank you so much for the super chat. So Ugarte versus Man City and Arsenal made so many mistakes. Nowhere near 60 million. He will be one more overpaid signing like Cuckoo, Mudryk, whom you'll be screaming to get out. Pin this, screenshot this. There you go. Aman don't like Ugarte. And that's fine. Like this is why I like to see different opinions, man. I thought he was actually quite good against Arsenal. I really did. But fair enough. Shanu is saying the same thing. No need to ship out Deadwood. No need to ship out Deadwood first. Aman spot on. There you go. Shanu agrees as well. Let's see what else you guys are saying. If we get players we want and Poch establishes a philosophy, we could be cooking. 100% agreed on this. I think 120 to 150K will be fair enough. Yeah, agreed. Ship out Mudryk. Couldn't hit a barn door. Need to get some of the money back on him. Wow. Ship out Mudryk. Look, he's not been good. There's no doubts about that. But to ship out Mudryk after 6 months, dude, that is ruthless. At least get to see him next season. And if he doesn't perform after that, okay, then you can make a decision. But 6 months. I mean, these are not been good times either. Frank Lampard as the manager, come on. Prior to that, it was a very, very topsy-turvy Graham Potter, tenure that we had. We need to give Mudryk an opportunity under a better coach like Mauricio Pochettino. These foreign sources from the country they play in or were they originally from are normally right about what they report. And they get news a lot quicker before it reaches UK. Yeah, fair dues, man, fair dues. Milo is saying, bro, I've watched him play a lot. He's the real deal. He's been playing professionally since 15 or so. This is not overhyped. He's very good. There you go. Milo said it. Luamba, we said the same thing about Kai Miz. Give him time. Now look where we are. Yeah, look, I get it, but at least now with Kai, we can be 100% sure that it's done. We've given him enough time. But with Mudryk, we don't know. Not everyone's going to turn out to be like Kai. I'm hoping not every player we bring in turns out to be like Kai. So I hope it all changes around for Mudryk. It has to change around. I mean, 100 million euros, man. 100 million euros. Miz, let's protect Colwill, right? We'll talk about Colwill soon. I'm not even about the protect and whatnot. I'm just talking about, I want to talk about the issue surrounding Colwill. We will touch on these very, very soon. Whether you want to protect, whatever you want to do is up to you. I just want to lay out my opinion on it. And then you be the judge. You be the judge. Dishan, thank you so much for the super chat. I want an Ugarte. Since I saw no one backing Enzo yesterday during his scuffle, bunch of AHs, all of them, I need to see that fight again. Yeah, man, look, you best believe if there was if the same incident happened yesterday, Ugarte would be in the mix of things. He would be in the mix of things. And that's the kind of characters I definitely want. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Levi Colwill situation. I need to hear you guys talk about this scenario. A lot of you people seem to not appreciate. A lot of you people seem to not appreciate What Levi Colwill has done here, off the back of our match, immediately after our match, he put out this particular tweet, brilliant, with Billy Gilmore himself having a fantastic time, night out, off the back of Brighton qualifying for Europa League for the first time in their history. And yeah, it just seems like bad timing for some of you guys, because Levi Colwill, yesterday, there was an interview as well by Andy Naylor, who's the athletics correspondent for Brighton. And in that particular interview, Levi Colwill showed a lot of praise for Brighton and said that Brighton has showed him a lot of trust and he wants to repay that trust. He's that type of a person. He doesn't forget the people that trusted him when others didn't. He even goes on to say in the interview that, for a second he forgot that he was a Chelsea player. He had to be reminded. So I think a chain of events that has happened and that has led, and this particular brother, Ryan Adset, is the one who was continuously atting him on Twitter throughout last night when we were playing against Man United. And it was off the back of this tweet, "Hey mate, how's your evening going?" Before that, there was a whole heap of other tweets as well. In relation to Chelsea, you can tell every time we were conceding, this brother was, putting out a tweet and atting Levi Colwill. And finally, Levi Colwill, at the end of the night, that final tweet from Ryan Adset, he comments, lovely picture. Himself and Billy Gilmore, says, brilliant. Me personally, let me give you my thoughts before I come to you guys. But just quickly, I wanna obviously just want to pick up some of your comments. Some people are crazy, Miz. So now Colwill shouldn't enjoy himself because Chelsea are in the mud. Yeah, look, before you guys give me your opinions, here's my opinion. Levi Colwill, for me, he's had a very good time in Brighton. He's done well. He's got a manager over there, Roberto De Zerbi, who wants him to stay for another 2-3 seasons. And Brighton has made Europe. So there's a lot of euphoria. There's a lot of feel-good factor for not only himself, his teammates, but the club in general. So obviously he's out, he's having a good time. He would definitely be, and I get some of you guys that, Miss, that's disrespectful. He's still a Chelsea player, this, that, the other. Look, sure, he's still contracted to Chelsea, but he's not really been in the fabric of Chelsea for the last couple of seasons. Last season, he was in Huddersfield, and he absolutely balled out there as well. This season, he's now in Brighton. Like, for those people that want to be, throw that sentimental card, like, where's your sentiment, Levi Colwill? You're still employed by Chelsea. He probably doesn't feel the same way. He probably feels detached. And this is where I don't know. I'm just assuming here. Are Chelsea making the phone call? The way our owners have run the show this season, I don't think they have. Based on all the events that has taken place this season, all the poor decisions, I don't think they've really checked up on Levi Colwill. Even the recent reports from top journalists are saying that Levi Colwill will be an important player for us under Pochettino. I don't blame Levi Colwill to have doubts. Look at the mess that Chelsea Football Club's in. And also, there's no clear-cut pathway that he will definitely be one of the important defenders. We've got Silva, we've got Koulibaly, we've got Badiashile, we've got Wesley Fofana, we've got Chalobah. I personally think Levi Colwill should start. But that's me. I'm not Chelsea Football Club. I'm not the board, or I'm not anyone. He probably doesn't have that assurance. He wants assurance. He's starting for Brighton. Brighton are going to be in Europe. He's going to be able to play in Europa League, where a lot of European teams will get to see him, and his stocks will rise even more. Me personally, I didn't think too much about this. I honestly didn't. He's out having a good time. Maybe he was watching Chelsea. Who knows? Maybe he was. And he simply just replied to this guy saying, "Hey, mate, how's your evening going?" Brilliant. Yeah. Chelsea's in the mud. What can I do? He's probably thinking, Chelsea's in the mud. What can I do? He's a Brighton player. He's having a good time. And he said, brilliant. Like, that's how I'm looking. But I want to see what you guys have to say about this, because this is interesting. This is where things are going to get interesting, because this is why this is called the other side of the coin. They aren't serious, Brighton. We're willing to give him the opportunity to play Premier League football every game, so you know how serious that is. But you're attacking him because he's out having fun. Yeah, look, if we are setting out a blueprint, and if we are setting out a plan that you're going to be a regular player for us, then Levi Colwill has nothing to worry about. But the way our fans have now reacted, I don't know, like, does that fill him with a lot of confidence to come to Chelsea Football Club? I'm not really sure. Miss Colwill, it's Brighton, trust me, they're having a one season, one day you watch. I mean, look, we'll see. I enjoy watching Brighton, and I want to see how Brighton performs in Europe next season. You know, I want to see how Roberto De Zerbi does. I would love to see one day Roberto De Zerbi at Chelsea Football Club, maybe after Pochettino. 2 years, 3 years down the track, whatever the case is. But we'll see. Firemaster, you're wrong once again. Firemaster, let me know how I'm wrong. Don't just throw one line comment, you're wrong once again. Man, I could be wrong. I don't come into my channel and say I am the most right person ever. I've never done that. I definitely can be wrong. I'm okay with that. You act like I actually get worried if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But this is just my opinion, Firemaster. I'm not some sort of I don't have a crystal ball that I look into and I can tell you exactly what the future is. This is just my opinion. I can be wrong. That's okay. It's okay, man. Have you not been wrong, Firemaster, ever? But let me know. Let me know where I'm wrong, just to create a good discussion about it. Chelsea is not Brighton, okay? If we can't wait for his turn and respect his contract, then he would go on another loan. He can't make decisions for the club. Look, we as a football club, we need to recognize who are the good ones as well. Like me personally, Levi Colwill is a very, very good defender, very good baller. As you know me, I don't go around just representing every Cobham product out there. I don't do that. The good ones, however, like this guy is a good baller, good defender. Yeah, Chelsea at the same time need to recognize talent as well. It's not all about, respect Chelsea. We've been run in a very, very bad manner, especially this season. So we have to treat the right talent in an adequate manner. That's just my opinion on it. Double standards. This fan base is embarrassment. There you go. I can't change opinions. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Lol, you're wrong. Some people way too serious. Miz, he literally has 4 fingers up. This is throwing shade at Chelsea. We don't need glasses to see this. There you go. People don't want him. We should have kept him instead of buying Fofana. I said there was no need to get Badiashile in January because I had a thought in my mind that we're going to get Levi Colwill back and he'll have that position. I didn't even want Levi Colwill to go out on loan. I wanted to stick around with Chelsea Football Club because, sometimes we play three at the back. We were playing three at the back with Thomas Tuchel. So I thought maybe he would have an option. Miz, what's your problem with the owners? You're bashing them all the time. They have done good things as well. Wow. What's my problem with the owners? Of course, they've done some good as well. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to lie. They've done some good. Do you actually want me to point out what my problems are, specifically around the managerial situation? I think sacking Thomas Tuchel, too premature. Getting Graham Potter, should have done your research a little bit. Is he capable of a big team? And then prolonging with Graham Potter when he was failing. When he was failing for so long. And then hiring Frank Lampard as the interim manager. They've made a mockery of the managerial situation. Then the way it all transpired with Enrique, with Nagelsmann, with the candidates. Then the owners with the dressing room dramas. Whole heap of athletic articles coming out and stating how the players felt, how the managers felt. Our owners going in public saying Real Madrid will lose Bernabeu 3-0. The over-bloated squad without realization of a plan. Not getting enough players out. Come on, man. Are you serious? Do you think I'm just willy-nilly just having a go at the owners? Come on, man. There's a reason. You want the owners out? No. Of course not. Just because I have issues with them, that doesn't mean I want them out. It's like a marriage. I have issues with my wife. That doesn't mean let's get a divorce. Is that how you see life, extreme season? Is that binary for you? Because if you have issues with your mates, that's it. See you later. I don't want to see you ever again. You can have issues, but you hope that they learn from it. Just because I have issues, Mizzy's owner's out. That's mad thinking, man. That's ridiculous thinking. Ridiculous thinking. Too much too soon without footballing knowledge was the owner's problem. Mistakes that will take years to repair. Yeah. Anyone going for owners are spot on 80% of the problem this season. Facts. Have they spent money? Yes, but did they had any plans for the club when they took over? I think no. Yeah, this is clear to see. It's clear to see. Means you have the right to criticize them from Abramovich to this, surely. 100%. 100%. The owners are to blame, but doesn't mean they should go. We got another season like this before that happens. Yeah, absolutely agreed, man. Just because I've seen distinct issues with the owners, that don't mean that they need to go. I think hopefully moving forward, they're going to make the right decision. I think with Pochettino, it probably is the right decision. I wanted Enrique, some wanted Nagelsmann. Maybe Pochettino is the right one. And the way they handled that Man City, ex-Man City employee recently, apparently we had some issues with sexual misconduct situation and that guy wasn't able to handle it. He's now been sacked. So in recent times, they've been making some right decisions. So, yeah. We're going to slowly wrap things up. We're going to take some final comments. Before we wrap things up, smash the like button, guys. We're only about 26 likes away from 100. So let's get to 100 likes. Milo, why does it seem like it's wrong to talk about the shortcomings of people? Should we not call them out for their mistakes? How then do we address these issues? Think some of you. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. It's like, if you name it, then your owner's out. Like, come on, man. I don't think the owner's heart is in the wrong place. No, I don't think so as well. I think their intention's right. They just, yeah, as you said, just be naive in underestimating the differences in sports they got into. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. They're just not clued about this industry. Miss Colwill will be thinking of his career. It's up to us to give him a chance. Otherwise, he will go to Brighton, who treats him well. Nah, this is the final message. He don't have no obligations to be here. There's no obligation. Yeah, he's got a 2-year contract, but if he actually tells his agents and if he actually communicates with Chelsea that, look, I don't want to be part. I don't know where the future of the club is going. I don't want to be part. I don't really believe in it. Chelsea will have to make a decision to let him go. We'll have to sell him. This is what it comes down to. PY's tweet about James. What has PY's tweeted? We'll just take care of this and then we'll wrap things up. Reece James obviously got himself injured again. 9 minutes ago. I don't want this to sound too corny, but I will never feel like I'm saying goodbye to the fans. I live close enough to the stadium and I will be back at Chelsea many times. Thank you very much, Frank Lampard. 12 minutes ago, Mason Mount is a doubt for the game against Newcastle, is what could be his farewell. It's from Simon Johnson Sport from The Athletic. And that's it. So, yeah, I don't know what PYS about James. Are you talking about the injury? Yeah, look, Reece James got to get better. But, all right, we're going to wrap things up finally from Mavil. Miz, when are we dropping the truth bombs on Reece injuries? He's getting paid a lot to play 10 games a season. Okay, no problems. We'll do a video. We'll do a video very, very soon about it to cover that news as well. I will definitely not shy away from it. I've said it in recent times that it's a massive concern for me. Reece James, if he's not fit enough, he'll never fulfill his potential. He's a big player for us, but what good is a big player if you're consistently injured? It will destroy his career and it will 100% destroy us having a very, very good player like him. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Only 19 more likes left to get to 100. It'd be fantastic to get to 100. And then anything above that is bonuses. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.